Star Wars Episode 9 is set to introduce a total of 8 new characters by writer and director J.J. Abrams, something that a lot of fans out there, including myself, am very concerned about, on whether or not these new characters will take a lot of screen time away from the main ones. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one thing I will say that I'm really invested in right now are, of course, Matt Smith's character, Kerry Russell's character, and Dominic Monaghan's character. Now, those are the 3 new actors and actresses that I'm really looking forward to seeing in this film, because not only are they great at what they do when it comes to acting, but it also seems like that they're just meant to be in a Star Wars movie, and that's one thing I gotta give props to J.J. Abrams right now for. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc., one of which has all to do with a moment between Kylo Ren, a Knight of Ren, and Rey. Specifically, a description of Rey in a large hangar bay, wielding an ignited blue lightsaber that appears to be Anakin's reforged. In front of Rey, both Kylo Ren and what appears to be a Knight of Ren, without a helmet, both of which have ignited lightsabers. Kylo's crossguard is stabbed into the ground, while the other Knight of Ren's lightsaber is raised in the air, pointing at Rey, and has a crimson color. Another goes over both Kylo Ren and the Knight of Ren and Rey, while fighting in a close proximity, one of which describes Rey blocking both of Kylo Ren's and the Knights of Ren's lightsaber. The next goes over the Knight of Ren force pushing Rey into a corner and charging toward her. Rey ignites her lightsaber and dodges a strike by the Knight of Ren. During the sequence, it's described that there is a lot of fire around Kylo, the Knight, and Rey, and the sequence serves as a parallel to the saber duel between, of course, Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Darth Maul. So I really want to go over a couple of parts about this that are really making me very excited about this movie. Now, we do know that the Knights of Ren are going to play a significant role in this story by JJ. What really does interest me, though, is how one of the Knights of Ren appear to have a lightsaber hilt and actually activates it and fights Rey in a sequence. Now, not only does this line directly up with what we heard a couple of weeks ago, that Daisy Ridley will be filming a sequence with Adam Driver as Kylo Ren and another extra as a Knight of Ren, or one of the major actors in the movie as a Knight of Ren, wielding an actual lightsaber and going up against her. So this takes place in the hangar bay sequence. Now, we've been hearing about this hangar bay for the longest time right now. A lot of people have been wondering on, what planet is it based in? Is it the First Order headquarters? Is it somewhere else? Is it a part of the Resistance? We're not quite certain yet, but what's really intriguing to me is how they are creating yet another parallel to the prequel trilogy, specifically The Phantom Menace, by giving us an actual lightsaber duel including 3 people at the same time. Now, this was also done in Revenge of the Sith, mind you, between both Obi-Wan, Dooku, and Anakin, but this seems to be more around the lines of an example of what we saw in The Phantom Menace. So, the Knight of Ren actually having a lightsaber, this actually dates all the way back to The Force Awakens, something that J.J. Abrams originally wanted to do in the movie that couldn't just make it into the film, was of course one of the Knights of Ren actually having an actual lightsaber hilt and igniting it. Now, Matt Smith is actually said to be portraying one of the Knights of Ren, or an actual dark side user with a black cloak and even wielding a lightsaber. Now, I have reason to believe that this character is indeed Matt Smith's character. I think that there's no denying that, because we do know that he's got a key role in this movie and has done a lot of scenes with Adam Driver. So with that being said, we do know that Matt Smith has a good amount of screen time in this film. He's not a mere cameo, and he is going to have quite a bit of action in the film. So the next thing that I do want to go over is how Kylo's crossguard is stabbed into the ground from what it's being described. Now, this actually is something that we saw in pieces of the promo art from The Last Jedi that did not actually make its way into the finalized version of the movie on film and in motion. So this sounds like something very medieval, something very dark, something that Kylo Ren would do out of anger, kind of as a way to taunt Rey and to kind of like make her fear him. I think it's a very interesting move, if you guys had to ask me. A very interesting stance before the lightsaber duel commences. Now, the other one that I want to go over is, of course, when the Knight of Ren is charging after Rey, takes a swing and misses, and Rey uses the Force to actually swing him out of the way and kind of dodge his strike. So this tells us right here that not only is JJ trying to implement a lot of action in the film, but he's also really trying to actually create a lot of lightsaber sequences, something that was kind of minimized in The Last Jedi and could have been better, in my opinion, in The Force Awakens. So what do I think about all of this? Do all of the Knights of Ren have lightsabers? That's a huge question right now on the table, right? Do each and every one of the Knights of Ren have an actual lightsaber, or is it just one or two of them that have lightsaber hilts, a part of Kylo Ren's crew? So, as of right now, we only know that around 2 Knights of Ren have lightsaber hilts, and it's to my belief that that is either going to be Matt Smith's character or Kerry Russell's character in Episode 9. But anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.